The invisible team inside your laptop is more than just a personal workspace. It's becoming a command center for hidden digital labor. Modern AI systems can research, analyze, write, and schedule tasks. They can browse code and act across tools with the right context. The shift isn't about using AI faster, it's about managing a digital staff that works continuously. Their output compounds while your attention remains limited. Your decisions still need to stay human and thoughtful. Most knowledge workers still operate like single threaded machines. They read, decide, write, follow up, check calendars, search files. Next, they repeat the same coordination loop all day. Importantly, existing productivity tools improved the interface, but they did not remove the operator from the process. Thus, the bottleneck is no longer software access. Notably, the bottleneck is human switching, memory, and execution latency. More specifically, this latency is multiplied across every unfinished task and every delayed response that accumulates throughout the day. The average user asks AI for answers next. Power users assign AI responsibility. A chatbot waits for prompts to respond. An agent receives a goal and gathers context. It uses tools, checks progress, and returns work product. This is the hidden divide between two approaches. One group gets clever text, the other builds an operating system. The gap widens when tasks become repeatable workflows. Competitors systemize them first and gain an advantage. The breakthrough is natural language delegation mapped onto tool execution. Instead of opening 10 tabs, you define the desired outcome and constraints. You specify data sources and review checkpoints next. The machine handles the middle layer. More specifically, your role moves upward from task performer to manager of intent. Importantly, you focus on quality, priorities, exceptions, risk, and final judgment. Your personal agent team is not one super AI. It is a coordinated set of roles. The researcher scans sources and extracts signals. The analyst turns raw information into decisions. The writer converts decisions into communication. The AI scheduler protects time. The support assistant answers recurring requests. The execution manager connects the roles. Importantly, it tracks dependencies and keeps the work moving. Notably, each role works together seamlessly. A reliable agent system has layers. The model reasons about tasks and decisions. Memory keeps preferences and context available. Retrieval brings the right documents into view. Tools connect the agent to calendars, email, and databases. Policies define what the agent is allowed to do. Human approval gates protect irreversible actions. Without this stack, automation becomes a clever intern. Notably, without access or guidance, it can't operate effectively. Thus, the stack ensures safe and effective automation. Agents fail when they work in a vacuum. Next, they need source of truth documents and project history. Importantly, naming conventions and decision logs are essential. More specifically, customer context and examples of good output matter. Thus, protocols like MCP point toward a standardized connection layer. Notably, AI applications, data sources, and tools are connected this way. The laptop becomes less like a device and more like an addressable workplace. More importantly, it includes memory, permissions, and procedures. A single prompt is fragile and not reliable. Leverage a reusable workflow for better results. The operating procedure defines the trigger and objective. It includes the source of truth and required output. Success criteria, escalation rules, and final review are also key. Once the workflow is stable, the agent doesn't need inspiration. It requires clean inputs and proper tool permissions. A measurable definition of done must survive repeated execution. This ensures consistency across teams and over time. The day starts with triage, inbox, calendar, tasks, documents, and open decisions. Next, agents prepare briefs, draft replies, and summarize changes. They identify blockers and propose the next action. You approve, redirect, or reject as needed. Thus, the loop repeats with less manual effort. Importantly, the human focuses on supervision checkpoints. More specifically, attention is reserved for judgment. Work becomes a sequence of checks instead of manual execution. Control is the safety layer that ensures stability. The strongest agent teams are not fully autonomous chaos engines. They are bounded systems with approval gates and audit trails. Permissions are limited and handoff rules are clearly defined. The agent can draft an email or prepare a spreadsheet. It can also fill a form, but sensitive submissions need human confirmation. Trust is built by constraining actions, not by ignoring mistakes. Importantly, accountability is not delegated blindly, thus, control is essential for safe and reliable operations. Generative AI could automate 60 to 70% of employees' time, according to McKinsey. Microsoft reports that many knowledge workers already use generative AI. Workers say they would delegate more work to AI to reduce their workload. OpenAI describes agent systems that research, reason, and act through tools. The scarce skill is shifting from doing tasks to designing delegation systems. When everyone has access to capable models, advantage will not come from better random questions. Next, it will come from building better agent organizations. Importantly, clearer roles and stronger context are essential. Thus, safer permissions and tighter feedback loops matter most. More specifically, sharper judgment defines success in this space. The invisible team inside your laptop does not replace ambition. Notably, it exposes whether you know how to direct it effectively. Research anchors used include McKinsey, Microsoft, Work Trend Index, Open Anthropic, MCP, Anthropic.com 4, MKKinsey.com 4, Microsoft.com 4.